Whew. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? Oh, man. Welcome to another episode of One Man Dark Man Podcast. I am, of course, Durt Griggity. What's going on, people? What's up, Web Dave? How you doing? Looking forward to our interview tomorrow. Who's the first person here? That G-Fed Jake, the living POS himself. Everybody, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for rocking out with me. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We got some stuff to talk about. I'm excited about the future of Xbox, and nobody can tell me different. Nobody can convince me that Xbox is dog shit. Yes, it's been a couple of bad weeks. April was a pretty bad month. But nobody can sit here and tell me, you still capping for Xbox, Dirt? It's been a bad 10 years for Xbox. I don't give a damn what anybody say. I'm excited for the future of Xbox. A lot of people have their opinions and I have mine. They can say what they want to say, but I know one thing. We will hold the line. Let's go. Shout out to King Dave. Shout out to King Dave. That was a brilliant rant. Because in this community, people want you to feel how they think you should feel. You should feel this way about Xbox, sir. You should feel that way about Xbox. How about I feel how I want to feel? Yes, we're going to talk about that. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got a couple of super chats. Adidas 20 with the 20, he said, all the real bots are calm and cool. Xbox has some stuff coming. Yes, listen, we know for a fact they have some stuff coming. We know for a fact. Oh, that's fire, bro. They added that. The Angry Therapist with the 5. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Glass Walker 1975. Thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. 1975. I mean, you're a grown-ass man. Yeah, guys. So I got, I'm just tired of so much of the stuff I've been seeing, man. Like, the whole Redfall stuff, that was last week at this point, but we're still hearing things, seeing things. Like people are okay with 30 FPS all of a sudden. And I don't want to hear, well, Nintendo is not a powerful console. It's supposed to not be powerful. But some of these same guys are saying, I'm not playing 30 FPS. I refuse to play 30 FPS. So what difference does it make if it's on the weak Nintendo Switch or the powerful Xbox Series X? Either you hate 30 FPS or not. Let's be real here. Either you hate it or you don't. I don't want to hear the excuse that the Nintendo Switch is weak and we expected it. Either you hate playing at 30 FPS or not. I'm just saying. People say, well, Dirt, the Nintendo Switch is weak. It's supposed to be 30 FPS. I don't give a damn. Either you hate it or you don't. We'll talk about that. But I want to start off, guys. Let me get the super chat. Mandingo McThickers with the 5. Miss McThickers wanted something else to hold. I oblige. The show is 5 minutes in, Mandingo. 5 minutes in. and you already had it. Oh my God, man. I don't know if you guys saw, I added a new emoji that some of you guys probably would like. Just put it in the chat. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get this show started because there's so much, there's so much hypocrisy in this community. I heard guys say, I refuse to play 30 FPS in 2023. Unless it's a Nintendo game. Get the fuck out of here. Either you hate it or you don't. Oh, shit. Y'all funny, man. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. I do my timestamps. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and talk about Xbox and Xbox Game Showcase, Xbox Future. We've been talking about Xbox Future for a while. And I think at this point, Xbox needs a W, and they need to show some stuff. Let me get the super chat real quick. Nintendo Otaku with the 5. Go of the Kingdom, highest rated game of all time. 6 hours till greatness. I know Xbox show gonna be 5 though. Starfield still my number 2. Yeah, listen, man, I would not take anything away from Nintendo. Shout out to them. I'm talking about these hypocrites out here. I'm talking about these hypocrites. You can't. Oh, I refuse to play a 30 FPS game in 2023. I'm not playing 30 FPS. Zelda's 30 FPS. Well, that's on the Nintendo Switch. It's different. Why is it different? Either you love a 30 FPS game, and either you'll play it or you won't. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, shout out to Nintendo, man. Great scores for that game, bro. Amazing scores. You will not hear me hating on any of it. Shout out to Nintendo. Shit, that's gonna be game of the year. Hopefully, Starfield to get nominated. Shit, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, back to this Xbox Game Showcase because I don't think people really want to talk about what's going to happen. Obviously, we don't know. You know, last year we were hyped for it. The E3 show wasn't bad last year. It was just the 12-month thing stopped them from showing any new games or any surprises because they didn't show any surprises because they wanted to focus on the next 12 months. And it's pretty safe to say they're not going to do that again. Phil Spencer pretty much said that when Paris and those guys brought it up on Kind of Funny Games, that interview. He said, hey, man, you guys didn't reach the 12-month window. And Phil said, yo, we definitely didn't reach it. We did not. So it's pretty safe to say they're probably not going to do that again. So we've been talking about Xbox roadmap for 2 years now because in 2020 is when they really presented their roadmap. And in 2021, we saw Perfect Dark. 2022, what did we see last year? I don't remember. But, you know, their roadmap is, you know, on the way. I mean, their roadmap is their roadmap. And they have some great titles lined up. So I've been seeing so much stuff on Twitter where people is just really going crazy about what happened with Redfall. Now, we talked about this last week, but I'm still seeing this shit. Let me get this super chat and then let me show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Feel my drip with the 2. I thought they heads hurt with 30 FPS Dirt. Yeah, I thought they heads hurt. They get nauseous. They get headaches. All of a sudden, it's good. I understand it's Zelda, but shit, I mean, 30 is 30, right? That's what they told me. All right, guys, so let me show some more of the stuff I've been seeing lately because I know everybody's not going to feel how us bots feel about Xbox. I know everybody's not going to be as confident as us Xbox fans or us real Xbox fans really are. It's like people, you know, will drop after, you know, will leave at the drop of a hat. And that's their prerogative. They can do what they want to do. But I just don't understand at this point. Yes, Redfall was a stumble, which I'm actually really enjoying that game, by the way. I'm not saying Redfall is a 10 or 9 or even an 8. But a 56? Nah. Maybe because, you know, there are some technical issues there is a lack of polish there, but lack of polish didn't seem to affect Star Wars Jedi Survivor scores, right? Because people said that game ran like shit. Redfall doesn't run bad, but there are some polish issues. But I'm just noticing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm really just noticing what's really going on out here. And I'm enjoying Redfall. I just made it to the second map. That whole Hollow Man storyline was dope. It's a good game, man. It's a good game. And I'm not capping just because I'm a bot. But it's a good game. So the whole thing with Redfall, it had people absolutely tripping. I understand people being disappointed. I do. I really do. But here we're a week later and people still bringing it up. Redfall is all of a sudden making people forget about Hi-Fi Rush at the beginning of the year. They're making people forget about Xbox roadmap. They're making people, Redfall is making people think Xbox has shit on the way. The only game they acknowledge is Starfield. And they saying Starfield got to be a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. It might be that. It might not be that. But there's a lot of pressure on Starfield. There's a lot of pressure on Xbox. Nintendo has consistently dropped great games for years. PlayStation has dropped great games for years. Xbox, their latest game wasn't a hit. The Metacritic score, if you want to go by that, the Metacritic score was a failure. But the game is not bad. But here we go. Let me read these super chats and I'm going to share my screen and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Justin March with the 10. Justin March, thank you, bro. Justin March said,
we will hold the line. Let's go.
King Dave is the GOAT for that, bro. Big News Gaming with the 5. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. Robert Jr. with the 2. PS5, 6 games flop, nothing. Xbox Series X, 1 game flop, riots. Robert Jr., let me tell you something right now, man. Let me tell you something, Robert Jr. You, my friend, Forspoken didn't get as much hate as this. The only people hated on Forspoken was us bots. There's Days Gone, which was a good game in my opinion, but the Metacritic score was pretty weak for Sony. The Metacritic score was so bad, Sony's not even doing a sequel. Nobody talked about that besides us bots. Isn't that funny how that worked? But Redfall dropped with a terrible Metacritic score. It dropped, you know, with its issues. Shit. That game is being praised. I'm sorry, not praised. Destroyed. To the point they're saying Xbox is put up or shut up. Okay. You're not going to get me to lie and say there's been some dry years. This 2022 was a dry year, most definitely. And like I always say, Xbox does deserve criticism. Absolutely. But holy shit. John TJ with the 10. Microsoft should make 2 different versions of Xbox next generation. One $500 powerful and the other $750 allows you to plug and play an extra GPU so it can keep up with PC using AMD. I don't know if they'll do a $750 console, but that's something to think about. Phoenix Moon Gaming with the 2. You can't ask for consistency from hypocrites. You're right about that, bro. You will not get consistency. The Angry Therapist with the 5. It's Xbox. They always can't wait to go in on Xbox. Sony and Nintendo don't get treated this way at all. They forgive and forget with Sony. Yes. Listen, people, a pony will get a clip of this and say, this nigga Dirt is crying. They can say what they want to say. But you cannot sit here and tell me that third place Xbox, right? They love to say, yeah, y'all in third place. Sometimes they just don't get a fair shake at shit. Yes, Redfall got bad review scores. Okay. When a PlayStation game get bad review scores, we move on. A Nintendo game, what was that Pokemon game that dropped? Was it last year or the year before last? It was buggy. It was a mess. People didn't talk about it long. They moved on. But with Xbox, here we are. It's been a week now. People still talking about this shit. I'm just saying, bro. Coco 8 with the 10. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. The rat bastard pony slayer with the 2 pounds. Turned off RDS last night. I like my echo chamber. Oh, shit. Hey, let me tell you guys something right quick. All of the homies that rock out with me, that follow me to other podcasts, do me a huge favor. Remember, Addict Podcast, any other show I'm on besides TTS and WBG, we can't act the same, if you know what I'm saying. Last night on Addict Show, some people was talking about Dreamcast guy, and Addict was kind of like, oh, hey, chill out. Remember that, guys. We talk shit here. Ain't the same over there, right? This show and Sean's show, we can have fun, talk shit about Addict, and, like have a good time. But the same rules don't apply on other shows. Always remember that, guys. But I appreciate you guys following me while I go and rocking out with me. Because, it's just different. This is different. Panic is boss with the 2. Whiners be acting like all Xbox games are 30 FPS. Yes, they do, man. Absolutely. The Angry Therapist with the 5. Bungie, since being bought by Sony, ain't doing so well. Yet the media is being silent. They ain't said shit, Angry Therapist. They ain't said a damn word. Random Citizen, member for 2 months. I understand the hate from ponies. It's the pony bot flip-floppers that I don't understand. Absolutely. I get it. I understand that from ponies. That's what they're supposed to do. That's what they're supposed to do. They were born to hate on Xbox. I'm not surprised by them. It's the pony bots, the Xbox guys. Those the ones we're looking at like, okay, I listen to your podcast to get away from this shit. That's exactly why I created this pony-free zone over here, man. I need to get away from you pieces of shit. That's what's happening. So, let me get the super chats, then let me continue with my point. All right, Mike, with the 5. People try to use the excuse that Zelda isn't running on a 12 teraflop machine. Exactly. So what the fuck is it with the $70? Mike, I forgot about that. Mike, I forgot about the shit itself. I forgot about that. But this is not even about Zelda. This is about those guys that said they refused to play 30 FPS. I don't want to hear the excuse that it's Nintendo, though. I'm gonna have to change this. Change this because I've been talking about Zelda a lot. So I'm gonna have to change this timestamp to Zelda 30 FPS. But you know what I'm saying? You can't use that. Well, it's the Nintendo Switch. They're weak. The Xbox is super powerful. It's supposed to be 60. It is supposed to be 60. Yeah, Redfall should have been 60. It should have been 60. And it was a letdown that it wasn't 60. But that ain't, I'm not talking about Nintendo. Nintendo's doing what they're doing. I'm talking about these hypocrites. I'm not playing the 30 FPS game. See, Bone Slave, that's exactly what I'm saying. You up here said, well, it's not expected from Nintendo. There was people said, I refuse to play 30 FPS, period. All of a sudden, it's okay. Don't give me that. It's 30 FPS on the Xbox, Nintendo, and the PlayStation. 30 FPS is 30 FPS, right? Right? Yes, it is. It's 30 FPS is 30 FPS. I don't want to hear, well, it's a Nintendo console. I don't want to hear that shit. They're charging $70 for it. But these guys are still up here. 30 FPS is great. Tell me how I'm wrong. Bone Slave, tell me how I'm wrong, please. I said the Xbox Redfall should have been 60 FPS at launch. No doubt about it. It should have been 60 FPS. We know the Nintendo Switch is not capable of 60 FPS with a game like Zelda. We know that. But those guys said, I refuse to play 30 FPS in 2023. So tell me what's the difference? What's the difference? Tell me. Is 30 FPS, or is 30 FPS on Nintendo different than every other 30 FPS? Tell me, what's the difference? That's what I thought. All right, guys, let me move on to my original timestamp, which was talking about Xbox and their future. I mentioned it slightly, but, like I said, you guys are part of the show when we're talking. You guys have mentioned some in the super chat, and it will make me kind of change direction a little bit. Call Weed with the 5. Digital Foundry actually had a fair and optimistic outlook on Xbox, but these ponies and pony bots think Xbox is going out like Sega next week. They really want that, Call Weed. They really do. They really do. They want that bad. That's why, like the homie King Dave said,
We will hold the line. Let's go.
Micah Fresh with the 5. Dirt looking real sweet today. Just kidding. I'm just TTS and hope everybody has a great day today. I'm looking real sweet. What the hell that mean? I need my beard trim, man. It's getting a little out of control. Panic is boss with the 2. I just think they don't care about the FPS at 900p. No, listen, man, I have no problem with Nintendo or Nintendo fanboys. None. Because they tend to mind their business. But like I said, I'm talking about these guys that destroyed Redfall. And back to what I said. Let me repeat myself once again. Yes, Redfall on the Xbox Series X and S should have been running 60 FPS at launch. I know it's coming later, but you're not going to give me the fanboy or damage control there. But 30 FPS is 30 FPS, guys. You can't say, yo, man, I don't like hamburgers with onions on them. Then you go to McDonald's, a hamburger onion. I don't want that hamburger with onions. I refuse to eat that shit. Then you go to Burger King. They got a hamburger with onions. Oh, you know what? It's Burger King. Let me eat that hamburger with onions. Either you like your hamburger with onions or you don't. Don't matter if you go to a different restaurant. A hamburger with onions is hamburger with onions. You said you refuse to eat a hamburger with onions. Unless it's Burger King hamburger with onions. Get the fuck out of here. You're full of shit. Jay, remember with the 2. Us Xbox fans has to boycott IGN and unlock. You know what? I'm glad you actually said that. I'm glad you said that, sir. Let me get my timestamp ready. I always say I believe in timestamps. Xbox, something I was mentioning throughout the first topic, which kind of was going back and forth between Xbox future and Zelda. Xbox games showcase is going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. Now, Jay Rember mentioned IGN, and I wanted to say this. We'll show you guys this right quick from IGN. This was like yesterday or something. Let's show this little clip.
The patience is gone. We just keep getting told, wait till next year. And people, I think, are just sick of hearing that. If the Xbox showcase that's coming up on June 11th, if it's Starfield and Forza, and it kind of just feels like another year of like, well, I thought this was going to be the year where all the games were flowing. So
as much as I am excited for this showcase, we're in show and not tell time. I think if you were to ask everybody who's on the Xbox Nation side of the thing, they're like, I don't care care about what you're going to show me. You can tell me all the dates that you want. I'm not really bought in until I get a chance to play a thing that feels complete and feels really good and feels like I can brag about it to my friends. And I think that's the thing right now that Xbox is up against. They've lost a lot of potential cred in the space from the folks who are their biggest fans. They're going to have to put out something that puts the world on fire and is going to make people talk about it.
All right. So I'm going to be fair. It's okay to ask those questions. I'm okay with those questions being asked. Right? Because of 2022 was pretty dry. I'm okay with these questions being asked. But what bothers me is they're acting like Xbox hasn't had any games since 2016. They're acting like 2021 Xbox wasn't the publisher of the year. But remember, that's right, those games don't count with the exception of Halo and Forza. Those games don't count, right? That's what everybody said. Well, Xbox won publisher of the year in 2021. Those games don't count because remember, Double Fine, Psychonauts 2, that wasn't an Xbox game. Even though Xbox helped them finish that game how they wanted to finish that game, putting the bosses in that game. That's what bothers me. Yes, Redfall, like we mentioned several times already. Okay, the Metacritic score wasn't great. The polish wasn't great. And they deserve criticism for that. But now it's, y'all losing people. Okay, I'm sure they lost some people. But what happens when you see their roadmap? Yes, games take time. They have a roadmap unlike any other moment in Xbox history. They have a roadmap, and they haven't even announced everything yet. They haven't even announced everything yet. They haven't announced the Coalition, Compulsion, In Exile, id Software. They haven't announced none of that shit. What about IO Interactive Dragon game? What about all the other games in development? We don't know. It's just like contraband. Thank you, CBH4. We're sitting up here like, okay, I get the criticism, but the doom and gloom, the doom and gloom, I get 2022 was light. I get Redfall didn't have great Metacritic scores. I get the CMA blocked the deal. But I'm telling you guys, it seemed like the CMA blocking the deal made the week worse than what it really was. Because that news hurt. Then Redfall scores, that really hurt. Like, damn. But what if the CMA would have approved the deal? Some tells me Redfall wouldn't have stung as much. Who knows? Superman with the 2. Starfield is my game of the year, no matter what internet says. Oh, shit. You said your game of the year before you play it? I think it's going to be a solid game, though, bro. Adidas 20 with the 5. Hey, Bone Slay, Pony Media gave Zelda 30 FPS a 10. Go figure. I'm sure it's a solid game for Zelda fans, man, but, you know, it is what it is. Roberto Maldonado with the 5. Starfield is going to be 30. Watch. Even if it is, I just want the game to be good. I want Bethesda to go back to the Skyrim and Fallout 3 roots. Yes, yeah, it probably will be 30, but maybe they'll have a 60 FPS mode, but who knows? But they're going to kill. Look at this game. It's 30. It's 30. Oh. Call Weed with the 5. Ryan from IGN said Xbox needs more third-party deals. Remember how he acted when they had Tomb Raider exclusive for a year? Yeah, not interested in his opinion. Oh, yeah, I vividly remember that. But that's something else I seen last week. This week, Ponybot's going crazy because PlayStation is rumored to have Metal Gear Solid Remake as a timed exclusive. Okay, they paid for it. Okay. If people don't realize, love it or hate it, if people don't realize the Xbox strategy, first let me say this, they still have some third-party timed exclusives. What the hell is Stalker 2? What the hell is High on Life? Just because it's not Metal Gear, people just say, oh, fuck your third-party deals. It's all about Konami and Sony, yeah. PlayStation made the deal. Okay, Xbox didn't. But, that's something else we'll talk about later, man. I'm so tired of this shit. The man around one with the 5 developers are seeing unfinished games selling well at launch, so more are going to join in. Hey, to be fair, Cyberpunk sold boatloads, bro, at launch. Didn't that shit sell like 11 million in like 2 weeks or something? And we know that game damn sure wasn't finished. That game damn sure wasn't finished. So this is crazy, but so Xbox future is still super bright. Like I said at the start of the show, nobody can tell me different. Nobody can tell me a damn thing. See, these guys are influenced by ponies and their interaction with ponies, and they're like, hey man, you guys should feel this way. Nah, you ain't got to tell me how I feel. I'm a grown man. I feel how I want to feel. Let me share my screen. Now, to be fair, Jez Corden, he said something similar last year. I'm going to be 100% honest. He said, it's that time of the year I start getting rumors for showcases. But he said, I won't be the one to spoil surprises, but I'm pretty excited already. Then somebody asked him, Xbox or Sony or both? He said, I'm only focusing on Xbox since it's my coverage area. Now, he might have said something like this last year. But they didn't know about the 12-month thing. They didn't know about that. I heard Jazz and Rand say they didn't know about that 12-month thing. And I'm pretty sure they're not going to do that again. I would be surprised if they do it again. So with that being said, I think there's some guarantees at the showcase, which is literally a month away. Today is May 11th. It is literally a month away. Damn, time flies when you're getting old. Hellblade 2 to me is a guarantee to be there. I'm still not 100% sure if it's going to be coming out this year. A lot of people saying it is. A lot of hints, evidence saying it's coming this year. We're going to wait and see. But because of what happened last year with the 12-month thing, I'm going to be excited. But I'm not going to go out there on because last year I was vivid. I was what's the fucking word? I don't remember the word, but I consistently was like, yo, how can Xbox have a bad show? Now the show wasn't bad. Last year's shows wasn't bad. It was just they ain't show any surprises. But I believe Avowed, Hellblade 2 are 2 guarantees. I know that's not like too crazy of a prediction, but those games are going to show gameplay, and I believe dates. Avowed just might show the year or the quarter, like coming early 2024 or something like that. But if Hellblade drops this year, that's going to be a solid year, even with Redfall, right? Because people still forget how this year started off. Hi-Fi Rush was the talk of the town. And let me tell you guys something. Hi-Fi Rush had got me a bunch of subs. I had got 8,000 subs in February. I'm almost at 9,000 now. And that was a lot of my Hi-Fi Rush videos. Because PlayStation guys was crying like shit about that game. And it seemed like a lot of people kind of came to my channel off of that. And Xbox had a lot of momentum early this year. Then it kind of slipped with the CMA stuff and Redfall. But it's going to build back up. Bob McP. Now, you know you got to be careful when you come here and say that stuff. People don't know you're an Xbox guy, bro. Yeah, Bob McP is an Xbox guy, so don't snipe him. Hey, you know better to come in here saying that kind of shit. You know these guys will snipe you in a minute, bro. Okay. Okay, so some dude tried to come here talking shit. You guys got him, huh? What did he say? I can't even see the message. Okay, it don't matter. So, like I said, what's up, Michael Turner? So, like I said, those two games to me are a guarantee. Guarantee. But I also believe Contraband, for some reason, what do you guys think? Do you guys think the Coalition is going to be there? No, I don't think Coalition is going to be there, but I think Compulsion is going to be there. I think Compulsion is finally going to show off their game, probably dropping in 2024. That's just my opinion, obviously. But do you guys understand how we're up here talking about games? We're up here talking about games that has been announced, except for Compulsion game, of course. But yet and still, we got people out here saying they're fed up. And all I got to say is do me a huge favor and go and get the fuck out of here. Go ahead and get out of here. Because, look, I can't tell you how to feel. But shit, if all that's crying and complaining, you might as well bounce. You might as well. You know? Because this do us a favor. Go ahead and get out of here. Because
The devil is not welcome here. You got to call.
and I wasn't even talking about ponies when I played that. I'm just talking about the guys that's fed up with Xbox. Go ahead and leave, man. You're well within your right. But we're up here talking about games. The roadmap for Xbox. What they have on the way. So listen. This is like this. If you guys don't like these guys anymore, y'all let them know by unsubbing. That's all you can do. You can't try to convince them, hey, man, you should come back to the Xbox side. Hey, let them know. Okay, man, I'm out. Don't even say shit. I'm out. I can't listen to the shit anymore. I'm out. Adidas 20 to 5. Konami 3 PS5 exclusives coming. Organic growth. Listen, man, I'm not hating on anything that Sony is doing. But Sony first party is sparse. Insomniac is working right now. They have Spiderman and Wolverine. Naughty Dog has the factions thing. God of War just came out. So Sony Santa Monica, what are they doing? Sony Bend, are they a support studio now after Days Gone? Or they're doing something else? Who knows? Still probably a couple years away. Like I said, Ghost of Tsushima, probably Sucker Punch is probably working on that. But the rest of their first party is brand new. Do you know why it's been taking Xbox so long to make these damn games? We've heard in today's times, making games take about, AAA games take about 5 years. Now, we know sequels take less time. Sequels take less time. But if you're building the game for the ground up, that shit is taking about 5 to 6 years. That's why Xbox games is taking so fucking long. That's why the initiative of Perfect Dark is taking forever. Fable taking forever. That's why these games are taking long. Because Xbox is building these bitches from the ground up for the most part. Compulsion game is taking forever. They bought Compulsion as 2018, and Compulsion last game came out in 2018. That's 5 years. But it is what it is. Like I said, we had God of War Ragnarok. That doesn't take 5 years. It probably would have came out in 3 years if it wasn't for COVID. Same thing with Forbidden West. It would probably took 3 years if it wasn't for COVID. So let Xbox cook, man. Let them cook. Because they're always going to have people against them. So they have to not give these guys any more ammunition. Because Redfall, they gave them tons of ammunition. And they got to cook. We got to let them cook. Adidas 20. Oh, I'm sorry. I left that up. My bad. Gamers Paradise 75 with the 2. Enjoy the show. I have to go. Keep TTS. So thank you, Gamers Paradise. You know I will. Shout out to the 535 people in here. Thank you, There's with the 5. I don't understand how they upset with Xbox. They fine with all that BS Jim feeds them. Listen, I'm not worried about ponies, bro. You need to understand. Ponies are going to do what they're going to do. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to hate. They're supposed to talk shit. They're not the problem. I mean, fuck them, but they're not the problem. They're doing what they have always done. It's the others, right? Carl Weed with the 5. Nothing PlayStation has released so far was greenlit under Jim Ryan. We have no idea what the Jim Ryan era will look like. Most of those games are games as a service. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact, bro. We don't know if these games are going to hit. We know Spiderman's going to sell. Insomniac is a quality developer. We know Wolverine is probably going to be solid. But what about Haven? What about all these other studios they bought? They bought Nixon strictly for PC porting. They bought Blue Point to remake games. Maybe they're the ones that are remaking Metal Gear Solid 3. Who knows? Who knows? God Emperor Sofa King member for 1 month. He said, watch the narrative change when Starfield comes out. They will say it doesn't count. Watch. We knew if Redfall or Starfield got bad review scores, they would blame it 100% on Xbox. But if Redfall would have gotten, I don't know, say an 88 or some shit like that, that's not an Xbox game. What happened when they said, when Harvey Smith said they canceled Redfall for the PS5? PlayStation was tagging CMA, tagging Lena Khan. Look, Phil Spencer's taking games away. But when Redfall comes out and it's a 50, whatever it is, Xbox ruined the game. Y'all was just begging for this damn game 3 weeks ago, crying about the game being canceled for PlayStation. You inconsistent pieces of shit. Hey, yo, Bones said, I ain't like We Happy Few either. I ain't like it either. I tried to get into it, but I hope their next game is different. Now, remember, We Happy Few was a crowdfunded game. That was a crowdfunded game. So them working under Microsoft resources, I'm thinking they're going to do something good, because Tim Dog told us about two years ago. Tim Dog said he heard that Compulsion, they don't want to be a AA studio. They want to be a AAA studio. And I think this game might be AAA. I don't know, because they've been working on it for like 5 years. And it's not coming out this year. Probably not. We'll see. Hey, Zink, the atmosphere in Redfall is amazing, bro. You can say what you want to say, but that atmosphere is incredible. And some parts of that shit can get a little jumpy, too. And when you fight that Rook, that piece of shit comes out. Oh, fuck. Lord Star Killer with the 10. 20 plus hours in Redfall, ranked 10.5. Still having a great time. Destroyed 2 vampire nests and just got killed off a pack of 4 vamps in a shroud. Love having Layla call Jason when I get overcome by vamps. It's dope shit, man. I got about 15 hours in it. Gamer by choice with the 5. I just want great games. I hope Xbox delivers. I want Xbox to show the world they can compete if given funding. No more unforced errors. Xbox deliver. Absolutely, bro. No more self-inflicted wounds, right? No more self-inflicted wounds to give to the media, to give to ponies. No more of that shit. That's like if you're playing basketball and you keep on turning the ball over. Like, stop giving the other team the ball, you piece of shit. Let them beat you. Don't beat yourself. No more self-inflicted wounds, man. Slim Reaper with the 5. Ponybot should switch sides now before the Xbox show. Some of them have. And I've keeping a close eye on the few that have. So when the Xbox has their show, I don't want to see these pieces of shit come up in here trying to act like, see, I knew Xbox had it in them. The fuck out of here, man. We're paying attention. Good job, Justin March. Get that piece of shit out of here. You are not welcome here. Don't come in here with your foolishness. Don't come in here.
The devil is not welcome here. You got to call.
We will hold the line. Let's go. Dumbasses. Chio Walker with the 5. Redfall is kicking my ass, and I ain't getting motion sickness, but I'm still having fun. I think the 30 is pretty good, but it would definitely be better than 60. Yeah, there's some parts of that game, bro. It whoop your ass. I'm on the second map, and there was one part where they had the blue lights. All the human, like the NPCs, had blue lights, and I turned the blue lights off, and then the place was overrun by vampires after that. I was like, why the fuck did I cut these blue lights off? They was on my ass. They killed me. I ain't cut the blue lights off no more. Mark 2068 with the 5. Sea of Thieves got bad reviews and more people playing it than any other PlayStation game today. People don't want to talk about it, but I will. And some of us other Xbox guys will. PlayStation's future is betting on something they're not sure about. Games as a service. Yes, they overpaid for Bungie because of this reason. They want Bungie expertise. Yo, help us with these games as a service. Help us. Because PlayStation has studios that haven't done any games. Let's see. People don't talk about that. Haven is a studio that has done no games. Whatever their first PlayStation game is will be their first game. Deviation Studios. Wasn't that studio bought by PlayStation, but they lost their CEOs or some shit like that? Nobody talked about that. Nobody talked about it. I don't remember anybody talking about that. Then what's the recent one? Oh, Firewalk. What the hell game has they done? They have some talent from Bungie and Infinity Ward and stuff like that, but this will be their first game too. And you think PlayStation gonna be dropping these games as a service the next couple of years? No, that's why they're signing these third-party deals. That's why they're signing these third-party deals. You know? Xbox made a decision, bro. Like I said, they have some third-party games like Stalker 2, like High on Life. I'm sure they'll have some more in the future. But the thing is, Xbox made a decision that they cannot live off of third-party exclusives anymore. They did that in the Xbox 360 generation. And a lot of people brought that up when the rumor about PlayStation and Metal Gear Solid 3 remake, Silent Hill 2 remake. When these rumors came out, a lot of these Xbox guys, they need to go back to the 360 generation. Pay attention, dumbasses. 360 was amazing. But what hurt them? They didn't buy any studios. They relied on third party. So even though the games are taking forever with Xbox, they're going to come. Xbox is focusing on first party. If you own it, they can't leave. Unless you Bungie. Bungie negotiate all kind of shit. If you own the studio, if you own the IP, they can't leave and work for Sony. If you own the studio, you own the IP, you won't get a Rise Son of Rome where they say, oh, you know what? You can't have this IP and we're out of here. A Sunset Overdrive, they went to work for Sony. A Quantum Break, a Alan Wake, they said, we're going multi-plat. So if you sit up here and think things that happened in the 360 generation didn't hurt Xbox in the long run, you're not paying attention. The 360 was an incredible system, but they had 2 or 3 first part. They didn't even own Gears of War in the Xbox 360 generation. They didn't own Gears of War until 2014. Thanks, Sniper, sniping this dude. Jeremy Brown, I don't have you as a mod. It's crazy, man. Read the super chats. Amazing Neil with the 2. Durt, what up, my brother? Have a good show, man. Thank you, Neil. I appreciate you, fam. Angry Therapist with the 5. How Bungie helped when Sony landed them off left and right? Man, they're saying that Bungie's having issues and shit right now. Listen, man. It is what it is. Jay Remember with the 5. You better believe Sony CC of these, Halo Infinite, etc. Xbox always second when it comes to revenue. Sony know what's up. Bro, we know Xbox will probably never catch PlayStation and consoles, right? Because Phil Spencer said we're not here to out console. But if Xbox fuck around and out money, now I'm not saying Microsoft. I'm saying if Xbox fuck around and out money PlayStation in one of these quarters, that console sale trash talk that they've been doing is irrelevant. If Xbox somehow out money PlayStation in one of these quarters, talking about talking shit, talking some shit, boy, they're going to want to put a muzzle on us. And I think it could possibly happen eventually, man. I'm telling you. Boss with the 2. Why do ponies act like Game Pass is just first party? Because they stupid and they believe what they want to believe, or they say that shit just to fit their narrative. Yeah, Donald Taco, if Xbox Game Pass hit 50 million, it's pretty good. I think Starfield is going to be such a big game. They're going to get just my opinion, they're going to get a couple million Game Pass subs this holiday season. Now, that's just my prediction. I can obviously be wrong, but shit, man. Damn, how many accounts this guy got? Hey, keep on sniping his ass, too. That's Chris Hart Jr. What the hell is going on, bro? I got about 30 Chris Hart accounts blocked. Oh, man. So, yeah, the third-party thing, like I said, PlayStation is doing it. Why do you think they had Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo? They tried to get Starfield as a timed exclusive. They have all of these timed exclusives for Spoken, Final Fantasy. Why do you think they're doing that? Because their first party isn't ready. And I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. It is what it is. Their first party just isn't ready. It's not. And there will be more third-party deals. And there will be more crying from these pony bots. Xbox, you need to do the same thing. Do you guys remember in 2021, PlayStation announced Wolverine? And the first thing these pony bots said was, Xbox, you need a superhero game too. Nobody ever mentioned a fucking superhero game before. All of a sudden, Xbox needed a superhero game. Fine. Then you kept on hearing, Xbox, you guys need single player games, third person single player games. Y'all just want them to have have PlayStation games, this type of games. Xbox, y'all need third party deals too. They have third party deals. Well, they need Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill. Oh, you mean those third party deals, you piece of shit? Nobody cared about superhero games because superhero games were always multiplats in the past. Every single one. Batman, Spider-Man's. It wasn't until 2018 when Sony has an exclusive Spider-Man game. Right? Okay, fair enough. Xbox, y'all need us to get a Black Panther game. Would I be against that? Of course not. But damn, y'all just want them to be the same as PlayStation. I thought we loved Xbox because they were different than PlayStation. Y'all just want them to be the green version of PlayStation. If y'all prefer PlayStation, go over there. If that's what y'all prefer. Range G4 with the 5. Durt looking like he had blockbuster videos trying to explain why he bringing back a game late and didn't rewind the movie. Now, remember those days, bro. Tuco. Ooh, I'm sorry. I can't pronounce your last name. Sorry about that. With the 5. If EU approves the ABK deal, do you think CMA will change their opinion or just help Microsoft in their eventual court case? A lot of people are saying if the EU approves, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later, a lot of people, of course, I'm no expert. I barely know what the hell is going on. A lot of people are saying if the EU approves, the FTC will probably fall in line and eventually the CMA will, fall in line. But who knows at this point? Thanks for the super chat, bro. Gave it by choice with the 2. What happens to PlayStation when no console was needed? Damn good question. Damn good question. So yeah, like I was saying, man. So these guys really act like they just want Xbox to be a green version of PlayStation, man. That's all I can see. And it's fine to ask for more from your favorite brand. That's cool, man. But you're just asking exactly what Sony has. Xbox has always had single player and multiplayer games. Halo 1. We seen the LAN parties they used to have. Halo 2 blew me away. I couldn't believe I was talking to somebody in another city. I couldn't believe that shit, bro. Listen to me. I'm so old. I was in my like early 20s, bro. My mid 20s, actually. I couldn't believe that shit. I was talking to somebody in another city, in another country, playing a video game. Hey, man, I'm telling you, it was crazy, bro. Raiden Blade, member for 22 months. Hey, Durt, watched the ROG, what's it called? ROG Ally revealed today, and it felt like a pure venture for a Gamepass handheld. The amount of time Gamepass was mentioned, Gamepass sub was about to double. Somebody, I forget who mentioned it because I want to give them credit. I forgot who mentioned it, but somebody, I think it was Double O Mellow. He was saying, yeah, look at this shit. There's a handheld that will be focused on Steam and Game Pass games. Right? Steam and Game Pass games. Ain't nobody really, saying shit for real. Yeah, something like that he said, guys. Don't quote me on that. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, I just wanted to say that, man, because it's starting to piss me off about what's going on with some. Man, why y'all talk Dealer and Rand? Yeah, I love Dealer and Rand, bro. Those guys, listen, trust me, I talk to those guys on a personal level. Those guys are Xbox guys, man. I know y'all don't, y'all might not think they are, but they are. They are. Now, I can't speak for their panel members. I can't speak for them. But I talk to those guys on a personal level. They're Xbox guys, bro. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Now, Tuco just mentioned the EU. Now, let's be very careful, guys. I put something on Twitter when all the reports are like, yo, the EU is going to approve the deal. I said, yo, I ain't saying shit. We're going to talk about this, but we're going to talk about it like this. I hope the deal gets approved, because 2 weeks ago on WBG, my thumbnail was like, yo, the CMA is going to approve the deal. Hey, Zink, I like Rand, bro. He's probably going to be a guest next month on the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I was like, yo, they approved the deal. They're going to approve the deal this week. We saw, the homie Boomstick posted a thumbnail. Like I said, I had a thumbnail. The homie J-Rock was talking shit on Twitter before he went to bed. Like, yeah, Xbox going to bed happy. Ain't going to wake up celebrating. And Tim Dog was talking shit. Then, because we heard some similar reports that the CMA was going to approve the deal. So we was like, yeah, let's go, baby. Then we woke up like, what the fuck? So I'm not saying shit is happening. We can talk about the hypotheticals, but I'm not saying, yo, it's going to be approved. I'm not saying none of that shit until it's official Monday. They are saying it's going to be Monday. Oh yeah, Plume is a bot. He tries not to do the console war too strong, but trust me, he's a bot. But some guys isn't as outspoken as myself and Sean and Joey and Devin. Some people not as outspoken as us on their bot shit, like YouTube content creators. But trust me, some of these guys are. They're just on the low with it. So anyway, so I'm like, yo, we're seeing all these EU, articles and like, yeah, they're going to approve it. They're going to approve it. Like, oh, shit. I don't want to get happy about it yet, bro, because that shit was devastating. Everybody thought it was going to go through. And that shit was devastating. And I was like, oh, ponies went on a rampage. Now, ain't even about them, but just to talk about the story. They went on a damn rampage. They went crazy. Like I said, there was ponies I have never seen before in my life coming in on the chat, leaving comments on my videos, talking shit. I was like, damn. And I believe everybody thought the CMA was going to prove it. So, but the difference is, I guess, from what Florian Mueller said, the difference is publications like Bloomberg or it's like Reuters or whatever their name is, they didn't say that with the CMA. And they supposed to have great sources. So, listen, I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying, yo, he's going to pass. I'm not saying none of that, bro. None of it. I'm just going to wait and see. Now, we could talk about what happens if it is passed. I can say this. If the EU doesn't pass it, I think the deal is completely dead. Completely dead. Now, if the EU does pass it, I think it's a good shot the deal will probably go through. If the FTC kind of falls in line with what the EU says, and we'll see what happens with the CMA. But I don't know, bro. Don't give me the other. Jay, remember with the two, over 500 people hit that like button. Thank you, Jay. Remember, Carl Weed with the two. If EU blocks, we exile and Boomstick immediately. Oh shit! Did he do another video saying the EU approved or something? I don't know. So yeah, so it's going to be interesting on Monday because they're saying it will be revealed Monday, and of course that's WBG day. So we will see what happens. If it's approved, we're going to have a fun show. If it's not approved, it's not going to be a great show. Right? I might call in sick that I can't do WBG today. I can't do it because it's going to be a pony smorgasbord. They're going to be everywhere. The sniper's going to be busy, but we'll see what happens. What up, Ham Solo? Darkness is spreading. What's up, Ham Solo? Yeah, man, the summertime I get extra black. I try to put a hat on and shit. I was walking in the sun today, man. Like, damn. Hector the Macho Man with the 5. I don't trust that EU news until I see it because last time we was popping bottles and it was the start of this bullshit. I was hurt. Facts, Hector. Like I just said, bro, I remember going to bed that Tuesday night. It was Tuesday because the news popped Wednesday. I remember going to bed that Tuesday night, bro. Like, tomorrow gonna be fun. Tomorrow gonna be fun. I'm dead serious, man. Then when I woke up and I saw Florian Mueller posted that the stocks of Activision Blizzard dived, I said, oh, shit. About 2 minutes later, it was official, bro. It was official. I was and people was going crazy. Damn. But look, it's not over, man. So we'll see what happens Monday. Javier over there with the 5. If EU doesn't approve it, then legit every other publisher should be fine. Because no game is like Call of Duty. Exactly like what Jim Ryan said. Yeah, man. The thing about Jim, though. People attack Phil Spencer for his interview last week for some of the things he said. When he said, we're not trying to out-console PlayStation and Nintendo. And like I said last night on Addict Show, I still felt that what Phil Spencer was trying to say was pretty simple. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to talk about this. Let me do another timestamp. What Phil Spencer was trying to say was pretty simple to me. Nobody is going to drop the PlayStation ecosystem because Xbox has a 90 rated game. Will they play the game? Yeah, they'll probably play the game on PC. Will they buy an Xbox for it? It's possible. But nobody is going to 100% switch ecosystems. I mean, maybe some people will. But, the Xbox One was the worst generation to lose, like Phil Spencer said. It was the worst generation to lose because of digital content. Yeah, this is not a debate show. I tell them all the time, man, this ain't a debate show. This is an echo chamber, man. Get your ass up out of here. Guys want to come in here and give their 2 cents. Nobody asked you. This isn't a debate show. This is a couple bots, some bots having a good time in the chat, having a good time on the show. Fuck out of here, man. There are plenty of other debate shows in the community. This isn't one. Because sometimes you just want to hear what you want to hear. Sometimes you just want to sit back. Yeah. So that's all I was saying about Phil. Now, like the realist said, there could be some people, like if Xbox is dropping a lot of games on a consistent basis, there could be some people that sway. Some, but majority no. Because people say, great games is what sell consoles. Yeah, that's true. But let's realize some things. Casuals buy casual games. It's all about what console they choose. Because the Nintendo GameCube, great exclusive. That shit flopped. N64, regardless of what y'all think, great exclusives, but that shit flopped. Right? What else? Sega Dreamcast. Fantastic exclusives. Love the Dreamcast. That shit flopped. You could say the original Xbox. It was their first console. The casuals chose the PS2. It flopped. I mean, original Xbox, you can't say it flopped, but it kind of did. It sold 20 more. No, that's pretty. No, it actually outsold the GameCube. That GameCube flopped. The Wii U did not have good exclusives too. The shit flopped. So what the casuals choose, yeah, it didn't flop, Jeremy. You're right. It didn't flop. It's just like the PS2 was just so dominant. But what the fuck was I about to say? So what Phil Spencer was saying, it made sense to me. We have to be real. When the casuals choose a console, that console usually dominates. And that's why the Xbox One was the worst generation to lose. Because that digital content is coming. Like every other generation, the shit started over. It just started over. That's why the 360 was so dominant. They dropped a year before PlayStation. Then it was cheaper than PlayStation. True, the PlayStation eventually caught up. But the 360 dominated that generation, bro, until the last couple of years when they lost their focus. Right? So that's all I'm saying, man. People need to realize that shit, what Phil Spencer was saying. Ray with the 2. Shout out to Darkness with the oil sheen on. You know, damn oil sheen. It's natural glistening. Gamer by choice with the 2. Also, Xbox had lackluster presence outside of the US. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bro, the 360 generation was so crazy. Xbox didn't sell well in no place else but America. And they actually did well in Europe with the 360 generation. In US, they destroyed the PS3. Destroyed. They outsold PS3 by like 20 million in America. But like you just said, Game by Choice, everywhere else, they didn't have a huge presence. But I think they did well in the UK and like Europe altogether during the 360 generation, but not so much the Xbox One. Yeah. Range G4 with the 2. My ex boobs were perky. They flopped. Oh, shit. What? Trash Boat 24 to 5. So you think this generation is L or can we come back? This generation is not an L, bro. Listen, they're not going to outsell PlayStation and consoles worldwide, bro. Trash Boat, I'm just being real. Right? But like I said, Xbox is doing fine. They still broke a financial record last quarter. Yes, the console sales are down, but they still broke a financial record. They're doing fine. You know what I'm saying? Drawn TJ with the 5. If the EU approves it, Microsoft will take Call of Duty out of the CMA and close the deal and take FTC to federal court. I heard that what they can do is just don't offer it in Game Pass in the UK. Like, or Activision Blizzard will have a different some shit. I heard somebody say like maybe Xbox or maybe Activision Blizzard will still run itself in the UK. Something like that, man. But they're going to get this deal done. But I ain't saying shit about the EU until it's official. I'm telling you right now. Dark 50 with the 5. Microsoft is going from a market outside of consoles. 140 million consoles is not enough. Ask Jim. Facts. If Xbox is trying to reach 3 billion gamers, they have to do that. With not a console only, because it can't be done with console only. That's exactly where they're trying to get to mobile. Everybody has a cell phone. Literally, except for babies and shit. All over the world, people have cell phones. And everybody play these little games. I tell the story all the time about my mother-in-law. She's 70 years old. She plays this damn game all the time. This fucking Vegas or slot machine game. She was playing this Word for You game. That's how you reach 3 billion gamers, not on console only. The highest selling console is the PS2. 155 million. Can any other console reach that? I don't think so. The Nintendo Switch is close, but they have to sell another 30 million consoles to reach it. And you already heard that the sales is finally starting to slow down for the Nintendo Switch. Everybody got one. Shit. John TJ with the 5. Amazon Luna, 20 million subscribers in UK. Xbox 5K subscribers. There you go. Amazon Luna just announced that shit. Looney Boy the 5. PS2 dominated because they had backwards compatibility with PS1. They carry forward everyone's physical library. Last gen started digital library. Yes, that is true. But I think the PS2 did that at first, the first models. But I believe they eventually stopped the backwards compatible PS2s, right? If I'm not mistaken. Because I do remember initially the PS1 discs work, but eventually they stopped doing that, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was when they did the slim model, but I do think eventually they didn't support backwards compatibility. Yeah, but you're right about that, bro. Lord Star Killer with the 5. Dreamcast guy saying Phil Spencer needs to go. He forgot how Phil and his teams brought Xbox back from the brink. Dut, you missed my member for 19 months chat. Oh, fuck, did I? Sorry, bro. Shit. Sorry, I missed it, bro. Damn. Yeah, I did miss it. Damn, I can't find it. Oh, I'm trying to find it. Damn, it was before Raiden Blades. Sorry, bro. There it is. I'm sorry. Playing Redfall with headphones is very creepy. Having a good time on the first map, just roaming and ranking up Layla. Love using UV on vamps. I'm enjoying the game, Lord Star Killer, bro. Thank you for the member chat and the super chat. I'm literally and thoroughly enjoying the game. Marvin Jr. with the 2. Dreamcast guy washes his face with 40 grit sandpaper. I thought we was going to get away from this today, Marvin, and you won't start this shit up. I thought we was done with Dreamcast guy. This N10 guy keep on coming. Yeah, you can't time him out. You got to block that piece of shit. Adidas 20 to 5, not about console, about our ecosystem in Sony. 0.30%, 0.300% a month made off Xbox Game by 300 million. Yeah, bro. They making money off of it. You know, I know they have, you know, expenses and stuff, but bro, like, what was last quarter? They said that Microsoft netted 18 billion. They netted 18 billion after all of their expenses. 18 billion just went in the bank. That's crazy. That's one quarter. And people think that 70 billion is hurting Microsoft? Shit. Bro, that's one quarter they netted 18 billion. That's ridiculous, man. You think Phase 114. Thank you, Phase 114. Damn, I gotta hit you up after the show. But yeah, man, like, that's crazy. People think that 70 billion hurting Microsoft. Shit. So yeah, this deal could possibly still go through. I hope it will. And you know, shout out to Phil Spencer for that interview last week. It was the talk of the week. Of course, people spent it and made it seem negative when it really wasn't negative. Yeah, so yeah, that's right, John Collins. They saying Xbox closing down if they don't get ABK. I actually saw somebody say that shit. They said Xbox closing down if they don't get ABK. They don't stop it. Stop it. Drawn Tuesday with the 5. Dreamcast guy is a crossbreed character between Steve Buscemi, Biden, and Gary Busey. Marvin Jr., do you see what you started? Do you see what you started, Marvin? Nah, look at this shit. Ray with the 2. Dreamcast guy face look like lunch lady hair fishnet. Marvin Jr., do you see what you started? Y'all was just leaving super chats about gaming. Nah, look what you did. Thank you, Onyx. Let's go back. Onyx with the 5. Cause he a Mount Pony snipe here. I recently opened a taxidermy business. We also do floor mats and wall mounts. More info. Contact Honeycomb Face. Oh my God. Who was Honeycomb Face, Onyx? Who in the hell is Honeycomb Face? I don't know what to say anymore. You guys are out of control. Dreamcast guy. Oh my God. Yeah, so shout out to Phil, man. The guy that constantly gets a bad rap, and I just think it's unfair. I know Xbox hasn't been the best as far as certain things that consistent games, but they're working on. They're cooking. They're in the oven cooking that shit. I'm pretty sure Dreamcast guy doesn't know anything about my channel, Don. I'm pretty sure he doesn't know a damn thing about my channel. Oh, man. It's funny. But, yeah, man. So, what time is it? Oh, it's almost that time, guys. Yeah. So, one more thing. That's about it, man. I'm about to get out of here. You guys are awesome. You guys are funny as hell. And like the homie King Dave said,
We will hold the line. Let's go.
I'm so glad he did that. Don't ever forget that. We will hold the line. Because King Dave went on the rant when people was talking about Firefield Spencer and shit. What? Firefield Spencer? I'm not saying the man is perfect, but this guy literally saved Xbox. Game Shark with the 5. Dreamcast guy face look like the back of those dudes that lay on nails. I'm done, yo. I blame Marvin Jr. for this behavior. We was having a good show, talking about games, talking about the state of Xbox, and Marvin Jr. brought that Dreamcast shit up. And now look at this. Why so serious with the 5? Dreamcast guy was an extra for The Hill Have Eyes. Those people look really effed up in that movie, by the way. Lord Starkiller. Lord Starkiller with the 5. What the ponies never mention when they say Xbox is in third place. As you said, Durt. 18 billion in the bank. Dreamcast guy face worked over by a Gatling gun. Now, Lord Starkiller, you start off with a great point. And you ended with that. A Gatling gun? Feel my drip with the 2. We need a hold the line emoji. Yeah, man. I gotta get, man, listen, bro. I'm the type of guy, I don't want to take nobody's shit. I hit up King Dave in the DM. I was like, yo, Dave, bro, can I use a clip of this? I showed him that clip, clip of himself. He was like, yeah, of course, Durt, go ahead, man. But I might have to use We Will Hold the Line because what he's saying is how I feel too, man. People was destroying Phil Spencer last week. Like, Are y'all really destroying the same Phil Spencer that saved the Xbox brand? The same Phil Spencer that convinced Satya Nadella to buy all these studios, convinced Satya Nadella to buy ZeniMax, convinced him to try to buy ABK, which of course is not final yet. That Phil Spencer needs to be fired over Redfall? Oh, fuck that. Nah. Fuck that.
We will hold the line.
Nah. That Phil, y'all talking about firing. And it's so crazy because he knows what's being said about him in the community, bro. He knows what's being said about him. He mentioned, I've seen the Fire Phil memes. He said that. Listen, man, the guy, he's a executive at one of the richest companies of the world, but he's human. I'm sure that shit bothers him. Like, these motherfuckers saying, fire me? Over Redfall? They're going to ignore Hi-Fi Rush being the 88. They're going to ignore 2021 Publisher of the Year. But Redfall drops and the Metacritic score is bad. Fire Phil. What? I know he's like, these pieces of shit. Like, that's why shout out to King Dave, man. We're going to hold this line, bro. Sapo Defied. Don't forget Xbox got a new lawyer to deal with the CMA. You damn right. They called him an EU killer, didn't they? An EU killer? Some shit like that. This dude, the King Von of lawyers. I'm like, damn. It's crazy. Let me make sure I got to put my phone on. I don't want to miss no member chats. But I'm like, this shit is crazy. Fire Phil? What? Some guys are just full of shit. They're all full of shit. They don't really mean it. They like, okay, Jim Ryan can sit up here and throw all his first-party teams up under the bus, saying, y'all don't mean shit. It's all about Call of Duty. Call of Duty being the Xbox Game Pass is going to hurt us. Call of Duty being better on Xbox is going, like, we can't recover. Jim Ryan said all of this shit, saying Call of Duty helps us fund first-party games. We can't make a game like Call of Duty. Jim Ryan said this. Not one person said this piece of shit should be fired. Phil Spencer went from 5 studios to 23 studios. Potentially 32 studios, hopefully. But because Redfall dropped and got a bad Metacritic, fire Phil? Come on, man. Do y'all really mean that shit? And the thing that's pissing me off, the pony bots are with it. The pony bots are with it. Like, yeah, Xbox needs to change. I'm not saying they don't deserve criticism, of course. Oh, yeah, Volcanic, Red Dragon, I ain't never seen no shit like that before. Listen, bro, when he was doing content on his YouTube channel, he wasn't, I wouldn't say he was an Xbox guy, but he was definitely more Xbox friendly. This dude is obsessed with Xbox. Obsessed. Oh, man. Lord Star Killer with the 2. Please play We Will Hold That Line clip again. Listen, bro, I'm going to keep on playing that shit. I'm going to keep on playing it because King Dave is the dude. He that dude. King Dave put himself out there. Like, fuck what y'all talking about. I don't care what y'all say about me.
We will hold the line.
same guys try to go after him. We got your back, bro.
We will hold the line.
Let's go. We got your back. Call Weed with the 5. Dave also said, you dudes wasn't worried about being the Xbox channel until I gave you something to stand on. Talk about fair. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. He was, bro, that was an epic rant. Tech King with the 5. Dreamcast guy is the lost long son of Edward James almost. I know exactly who you're talking about, Tech King. I don't know, some of you young guys might not know. Oh, man. Hey, Rodimus with the 5. Brace yourself, Durt. GameSpot dropped a negative Gamepass article. It is what it is, bro. You saw that article from Screen Rant that was POS of the week. They said Xbox don't deserve exclusives after Redfall. They don't deserve exclusives. I posted a clip. I'm going to try to pull it up. Because Redfall, you know, being what it is, got people saying Xbox doesn't deserve exclusives. But I remember, let me try to find this. I remember when PlayStation had a down year in 2015. I remember seeing an article say this. Let me share my screen. And I kept the receipt all these years later, bro. Kept the damn receipt. If y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all probably saw it. Sony have no games left in 2015, but that's genius. I kept this receipt from years ago. I was like, this can't be real. This can't be real. I was like, no. This can't be real, bro. So we had an article from Screen Rant saying Xbox doesn't deserve exclusives because of Redfall. You just said there's an anti-Xbox Game Pass article, hey Rodimus. But when PlayStation had no games for pretty much the whole year, I think they did drop Bloodborne earlier that year, but that was it. And that's not even first party for real. They have no games left, but that's genius. That's genius? Was 2022 genius for Xbox, you piece of shit? I tell you guys, I keep receipts, bro. I kept receipts from 2015. I went through like 4 or 5 phones and shit. Javier, without Xbox, what would ponies be talking about? Not PlayStation, especially this year. When that CMA deal was blocked, bro, oh man. Ponies was eating good that week. Eating real good. Honest with the 2 on Dreamcast got face. Oh man. We can all cultivate corn, carrot, peanuts. Oh my God. Real non-stop talent with the 2. Dreamcast guy is Machete and Tales from the Crypt. God love child. Wow. Machete. That's what's the guy name? The actor. I can't think his freaking name right now. And the Crypt Keeper love child. What's Machete guy? Like, what's his real name? I can't think his fucking name. I missed your super chat. What's the guy name? Help me, y'all. I forgot the guy's real name in real life. What's the guy's fucking name? Oh, I'm sorry, Range G4. You said with the 5, Dreamcast guy look like Al Roker, loose skin after lipo surgery. Oh my God, man. Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, Danny Trejo. Thank you, Apollo. Yeah, Danny Trejo. Hey man, Range G4. Maybe I shouldn't have read your super chat. That's fucked up, man. Al Roker loose skin. And this guy, real nonstop talent. Danny Trejo and Crypt Keeper. I don't know what to say anymore, man. I'm about to go. Y'all out of control. Y'all are out of control, man. I'm about to go. Cheese face guy. Man. God Emperor Sophie King with the 5. Dreamcast guy face has a resemblance to Mole Rat in Fallout 4. I rarely play Fallout 4, but I'm sure it looked fucked up. Everything else in that post-apocalyptic time looked fucked up. Y'all have no respect for that guy. Game Shark with the 2 Dreamcast version, got a white version of Artist Seal. That's it. I'm going. You know, Seal, man. I don't know what to say anymore. Over y'all, Israel with the 2 Dreamcast guy look like the mask from Scream. Okay, I'm done. Hey, listen, man, you guys are mean. Talking about that boy. Got Empress Sophie King with the 5. Oh yeah, I just read that. I'm sorry. Y'all wrong for talking about that boy. I'm about to get out of here, man. Because you guys are out of control. You guys are out of control. Hey, one quick thing before we go. I got to talk to my mods. Now, like none of you guys have done this, but there was a mod that I had to let go, and I had to block him from my channel because he has an anger problem. I took his mod. He started calling me and Sean pieces of shit and clowns and all that. Oracular. I tried to be nice to the guy. Took his mod away because he had blocked a super chat. Listen, from Bunty. That wasn't the only reason. But, the guy, he was kind of out of control. Let me and Sean block the super chats. If there's a pony that comes in here, let us handle the super chats, right? He blocked Bunty's super chat. We all know Bunty is the homie. And was talking shit like, bye-bye, Bunty. I was like, nah, bro. Nah. We ain't doing that. So if you guys ever see a super chat from a pony, they snuck in here, let me and Sean handle it. All right. But you guys are doing awesome. Thank you for everything you guys have done. So I knew something was over that guy when he went on that rant about Griffin and Fonz. I was like, yo, bro, chill, man. Chill. But look, he showed his true self when I took his mod and he hit me up at the DM calling me all types of names. I was like, damn, he's like that, bro. Oh, well. Yeah, he's a little bit too immature. I think he's only like 19 years old, man. I need mature mods, and I need mods that's here as often as they can be to know who's the bots and who's not the bots, right? If you're here enough, Bunty is a bot. You know what I'm saying? I understand it means something to him, bro, but you can't be, going off like that and calling me all types of names and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on, bro. But you guys are awesome. I'm about to get out of here. Don the Taco said, I'm a bot, I swear. Yeah. You want to tell it? No, you cool though. Thank you for everything, man. I really got comfortable with doing these, and when I started doing these last year, I wasn't too comfortable with them. But I've got comfortable. You guys make it comfortable because we have fun, we talk shit. I rock out with the chat throughout the whole show. It was fun, man. Yeah, so that's about it, guys. Xbox future is still bright. I know you guys know that. We hit up like 560 something people. That's still crazy to me, man. To see I'm getting that many people in a live stream just by myself. And there's bots left out here. All of the fake bots, every little criticism of Xbox, they want to run and quit and change their name and change their focus. And We are who we are right here. We ain't going nowhere. I know my show ain't for everybody. I know people say there's an echo chamber. I know people say they do console war stuff. I don't give a shit. Because I'm not here to please other YouTubers. I'm here to please you guys. And you guys come and show support. And that's all that matters. That's all that matters, man. So if other YouTubers are talking about us, it's because they're noticing us. It's because they're noticing us. So, like I said, love you guys. I'm about to get out of here, man. Got my timestamp ready. Timestamps to be up about 5 minutes after the show. I know you guys, just in case you guys want to go back and watch some shit. That's about it, y'all. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow on TTS. It's gonna be at 3 o'clock tomorrow because I had some shit to do. All right, guys. Peace out.